Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Michael Collins. I'd like to welcome you to the Theater for the Socially Distant. Our last sketch, Road Trip America, dealt with the pluses and minuses of a family road trip. Our three sisters, Kelly, Parker, and Jennifer, have planned this trip to include their parents, Jennifer's three kids, CB radios, padded handcuffs, extra large collapsible kennels, though they have no dogs or cats, and an RV leading an SUV packed with every amenity a woman could ever wish for in the great outdoors. Let's join them as they phone their friends and husband to report in on the first week of family camping fun. Ladies and gents, Road Trip America, Week 1.
Hey, what's up? Oh God, not much here. Just doing the road trip thing with the family. Yeah, there's 8 of us. Anyway, I'll be back next week. Didn't Taylor tell you? Oh, that's weird. Wait, so how was the trip to Denver? Oh, no shit. Yeah, conferences can be crazy. Yeah. Oh, and talking about crazy, this camping trip is crazy. Yeah, when we found out that there weren't enough beds in the RV that Jennifer and Dad rented, my sister Kelly actually had this really great idea. She brought her new Lexus SUV for us, and Mom and Dad and Jennifer and the 3 kids are in the RV. Yeah, we're just rolling down the road in our leather seats, listening to Lady Gaga, J-Lo, blasting the AC. Followed by our own kitchen, bathroom, and lounge. And at night, Mom makes us dinner, and we can hang out with the family around the campfire. And when we get tired of Jennifer's little freaking monsters, we have our own fabulous tent right there. Yeah, I'm telling you. We've got our own air mattresses, extra pillows and chairs and footrests and these cool fairy lights and our own coolers stocked with wine coolers, Prosecco, and those dark chocolate bars from Trader Joe's that I love. Yeah, and some killer weed. Right, word. I know, every night I'm rocking my silk PJs, sleeping under the stars, in Egyptian cotton sheets with a nice little buzz. I mean, this isn't camping. This is glamping. Glamping with a capital glam. Yep. Kelly and I are the gorgeous glamping gals of, oh God, we're the gorgeous glamping gals of Galveston. Yeah, that's it. We're the gorgeous glamping gals of Galveston. Right? No, never even been to Galveston, much less even lived there. But it's the only city I can think of that starts with the letter G. Anyway, I think I'll get us cowboy hats that say that. So, yeah, right. Yeah. So anyway, last night in the campground, yeah. Yeah, we're staying in mostly state parks. I mean, some KOA parks. So, yeah. Yeah. No, everybody's like really nice. Yeah. Anyway, so last night, yeah, it was almost dark and we pulled in and we got set up and there was some kind of a church prayer meeting going on in the RV next to us. Yeah. So how crazy is that? And there are a couple of guys chanting, "Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes," and some woman kept yelling, "Oh sweet Jesus, sweet Jesus," and the guy running the show was saying, "Let us all come together, man. Let us all come together." Yeah, very weird. I know, right? I mean, people in the Midwest are just really strange. We'd have gotten in sooner, but we almost lost an hour out on the interstate because we had to turn around and go back to the rest stop. Yeah, and it is because Jackson, Jennifer's oldest kid, had stuffed his younger brother into a trash can at the rest stop, and nobody even realized it, and we drove away. Yeah, I know. Kids are freaking crazy. But no, wait. Here's the really crazy part. Right. Here's the crazy part. Jackson had recorded his brother yelling, "Here," the first time Mom did roll call. Yeah, and when Mom took roll as they were leaving the rest stop, he just played it back. Yeah, Jason? Oh yeah. He was there when we got back. I mean, he kind of smelled like a cross between the swamp and French fries and an old dog, but whatever. Otherwise, he was all right. I'm just glad he's in the RV and Kelly and I are riding along in her very new, very chill SUV, Lexus SUV. So chill. Right? I know. Okay, I gotta go. So you be cool, be safe. Okay, I love you too. You too. Okay, bye.
Hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. Parker and I, yes, and Mom and Dad and Jennifer and her kids. Yeah, we're all here. We're having a great time. Yeah, we lost a little time at the RV rental center because Jennifer had reserved the RV, but if Dad rented it, the insurance was cheaper, so they had to redo all the paperwork. Yeah, I know. And because the RV didn't have enough beds for everyone, I had a brilliant idea. Parker and I are riding in my Lexus SUV. We just ride along, doing our thing. We don't have to deal with Jennifer's little monsters until we get to the campsite in the evening. Oh, and thank God for the CB radios we're using to talk to Mom and Dad in the RV. Well, because we can just turn it way down or even to alert. Jennifer, why? Well, because we're not an hour down the road before Dad realizes that Jennifer's two youngest kids have never heard any of his dad jokes. Are you sure? Okay, you asked for it. Why did the turkey cross the road? To prove he wasn't a chicken. And why did the possum cross the road? To prove to the chicken it could be done. Oh, and why? I know, right? But he did come up with one new one. Why didn't the toilet paper cross the road? Because he got stuck in a crack. I know, right? So after a while, we just turned down the volume on the CB and turned up the volume on JLo. Oh, last night was crazy. On one side of us, there were these ancient-looking nudists making what looked like a porn movie, and on the other side were 5 Mormon kids on their first missionary trip. No, I am not making this up. The director looked like Hugh Hefner's older brother in a bathrobe, and the actors looked like, well, let's just say that the hardest thing I saw was them trying to stay awake. Yeah, we'll have to look for it. The name of the director is, he said his name was Seymour Butts. No, I'm not making it up. Well, he probably was, yeah. Anyway, the name of the movie is RV Hookups. Hey, I've got to go. Dad is, oh, the Mormon kids. Well, they spent every moment they could walking back and forth in front of the movie shoot. Right. No surprise there. Yeah, they even offered Dad $50 to trade camping spots with them. Hey, I gotta go. Dad's calling me for something. I'll call you tomorrow. We should be in Michigan by then. Yeah. Okay. All right, bye.
Hi. So, do you miss me? You better say that. So, how you making out with no wife and no kids? Are you getting a lot accomplished? What? Raymond, you promised. If that room isn't painted by the time we get... Oh. Oh, it is. Well, don't tease me like that. But it's her favorite color, Ray. I know. I know. But she's just a little girl, and little girls love purple. That dark, huh? Eggplant? Really? Well, maybe you can add a little white to the next coat and tone it down a little. Okay, but Ray, you know the deal. If you don't want to wear a pink tutu and sip tea with your daughter and her stuffed animals, you better finish that room by the time we get back. Yes, including the stars on the ceiling. Ray, you should hear her talk about those stars. Oh my God, she's so funny. She starts dancing around singing Twinkle, Twinkle. She's so cute. I think she thinks the stars are the first step to her being a star. Oh, come on, Ray. Who's my big, strong man? Yeah, we're having a good time. The kids are loving it. I mean, with Kelly and Parker and her Lexus, there's plenty of room to spread out in the RV. What? Why didn't you call me immediately? Because I know where Hammy is. I do too. Jason brought him along. And that darn hamster almost caused an accident. He had him in his shirt, and the darn thing stuck its head out and scared Mom to death. She screamed, Jason screamed, I screamed, and Dad about ran us into a ditch. Well, yeah, it's funny now, but it wasn't when I was getting tossed all over the back of the RV. Speaking of funny, we weren't out of state before Dad realized the kids hadn't heard all of his bad puns and silly jokes. Oh, God, he was cracking them up, and Mom and I were rolling our eyes. Poor Mom. I mean, how many times can you hear about the chicken crossing the road before you want to run over the darn chicken yourself? Oh, don't worry. Jackson's writing down all of his favorites. I'm guessing when we get back, you'll get to hear them all over and over and over and over again. Speaking of Jackson, we've got to do something with that son of yours. He stuffed his brother in a trash can at a rest stop and didn't tell anyone. Although, in his defense, I think Jason was in on it. Yeah, they said they thought it would make a great road trip story when they were older. Oh yeah, I caught it immediately. He's fine. A little stinkier than normal, but he is your son. Oh, speaking of our kids, I gotta get them ready for bed. Love you. And Ray, be my big, strong maintenance man and finish that room, okay? Love you too. Bye.